All right, what's up, fellas? Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints, and now I'm coaching you guys up. All right, so this is what I do, man. I love to teach. I love to help guys reach their goals and dreams. So that's why I created this channel. We're gonna talk about recruiting more and more and more as the season leads up, because at the end of the day, I mean that's our goal, right? We want to go to college for free. We don't want to have to pay that UNC $51,000 a year tuition out of state. That's crazy, dog. We don't want to have to put student loans in our name. We don't want our parents to be in debt. We don't want our parents to have to feel that the brunt of that financial hardship. You know, that's tough, man. So I'm gonna let y'all know, because young guys don't know, man. Hey, that's tough for parents to put you guys through school, and it's gonna be tough on you because still I'll tell you, man, a majority of people that have graduated college recently for the past 10 years are in some real big debt. So, what can we do to ease this up for ourselves and for our parents? We can ball out. Okay? We can ball out in the classroom, we can ball out in our community, and ball out in this field, man. That's why I want to help you guys have a good life, man. So that's why I created it, and that's what I want to get you guys right for. Okay, now check this out. This is the page I want to show you first. This is the page that I send you guys, or my assistant, actually my assistant, but it's on my computer, on my house computer. Um, but this is how we send you the files. So the one-on-one mastery. A lot of guys ask me, so how do you do it? How do you send it? We have a whole bunch of files, whether it's the one-on-one mastery program, so the one-on-one mastery, so you can get better in your one-on-ones for your camps and just get better in your coverage as DBs, and then in your skills. Then I got the mind and body training program, and then I got the punt return series, and then the catching series from Billy. It's in there to improve your hands. So this is what we do. We just send it over to your email, and then you got to download it to your computer. So it's too many files to fit on your cell phone. All right. But I wanted to show you this. This is for me. See, you guys don't even see this. All right. This is the type of stuff we talk. We're going the goal for my message today is self development. So you think I'm just talking to y'all about that, man? Every single day. Look, I tell you, I said be the best ever, man. Be the best ever. I tell myself that. Look, I open my computer and this pops up. Cornerback Pro, the world's best cornerback coach. I see it myself. Like, this is the stuff I'm telling myself. I tell myself I'm the best. And then I work every single day to prove it to myself. I don't care really. I mean, I do, you know what? I do care what people say. Everybody wants to be acknowledged for helping for you want to be acknowledged. That's why you have award shows. That's why you have recognition. So recognition does feel good. But for me, the testimonials and feedback, that's enough. At the end of the day, like a guy, you know, um, I told the story before that this guy in Applebee's, I mean, this really changed my life. This about 2 years ago, maybe when I first moved back to Richmond, Virginia, and me and my homie were just out watching the basketball game, and the guy stopped me, man. He was like, "Look," he said, "your name's Mark Parson." I said, "Hey," I figured because I'm back home, so maybe I know him. I didn't recognize him or something. And he was like, man, you changed my life. I was like, "Oh shoot!" I was like, "Yo, thank you." He was like, "Nah, man, thank you." And he went to Hampton University, and he said, my information helped him get through, some tough times and improve his skills and just in general. And I was like, man, sometimes you don't realize how much of an impact you have on somebody's life, and it's especially a good positive impact. So that's why I said, man, I gotta go harder. I gotta go harder to help more people. If I don't put a video out today, or if I don't put a video out in a week, there's somebody out there that maybe he's not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is important. That's the way I feel like, you know. I can say something to inspire somebody, or I could do something to where they could actually get a college education, or maybe they can go pro. Not everybody's gonna go pro, right? But shoot, somebody is, somebody will. So, I just want to show you that, man. Like, you think I ain't just talking to y'all, man? Like, this, I talk to myself, and this is what I want you to do. You should have your goals and dreams of wherever you want to go all over your room. You should have posters. You should have a vision board. You should have your computer. You should have your phone saying that whatever you want, you always see it, and then you got to believe it. You got to tell yourself. You got to remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself. That's from Jay-Z. All right, so recruiting. With that being said, self-development. People, so we got the recruiting program up. Me and Billy. It's collegefootball.io. That's how you get there. I'll put it in the description box. Definitely want to get your parents to fill that info out. And I'm going to tell you something that's going to help you right now. With Spark Recruit Team, me and Billy, man. Billy actually has been doing this for way longer than me. And we started helping guys out just in the local area, but now we wanna give it to everybody because that's what everybody asks for, you know. But here's the thing: they say the first thing parents come here and guys come here and talk about is how do I get exposure? Like how do I get exposure? Let me tell you something. That ain't the first thing that you guys need to focus on. You need to focus on self development. Cause look, if you're not look, everybody's parent, we all think that because I got kids, right? So we all think our kids are the smartest and the best, and that's why we come in to help you evaluate. We have academic evaluation and review, and then we have athletic, where we evaluate you in your film. We have other guys that can evaluate your film too. And the thing is, man, you got to get right before you get exposed. Because look, if you don't look, it's like going to the Nike opening camp and then never doing a one-on-one or not even knowing how to get into a 40-yard start. You gonna get exposed, but it's not the exposure you want. They be like, oh, okay, this kid he's a cornerback and he ran a 6'1". You know what I mean? You got to prepare. You got to know exactly what to do and develop yourself on a daily basis. You got to do that for at least I say 6 months to a year. You know, it's a process, basically, is what I'm saying. You don't want to focus on exposure first. Exposure is when you get to the point where you develop. It's like when I trained for the NFL Pro Day, right? So, well, my college pro day to go into the NFL. Man, we trained. That's like 4 to 5 months training. We spent a lot of money. I spent 20 grand, just to let y'all know. Just parents. And definitely guys, get your parents on this video so you can understand. I spent 20 grand. I spent 20 grand to go to Prime U, where Dion and those guys are, and I spent 20 grand to go to Fort Union. Just let y'all know. I didn't have 20 grand. You understand? I didn't have it. Fortunately, I made it. Good guys. Fortunately, I made it, so I was able to pay it back. So I'm just letting you know, man, you got to have self-development. You got to develop yourself. You got to know how to do these things, and you got to do it on a daily basis. It's a routine. You have to create a process for success. It doesn't happen just like, oh, well, I'm just going to show up, and if I show up and, whatever happens, happens. Nah, you want to start a process mentally, and then physically, and then obviously emotionally as well. Because some guys actually do well just off athletic standpoint and have decent grades, and they get there, and then they're depressed or they're emotionally they weren't able to handle all the stress. So I just want to let y'all know, man, develop yourself every day. That's what we do for you. We create a routine for you. We got a whole bunch of stuff in there, man. We talk about like visualization. That's huge. That's a mental prep. So what should you do the night before a game? What should you do the night before your big test? What should you do all week leading up to it? You know, before practice or before a tryout. This is the type of stuff you need to know. And you need to do it on a daily basis. What kind of running program do you have? Do you have an NFL style one? Even though you're not talking about NFL, going to NFL right now, we're talking about college, but why not have a professional running program or nutritional program or strength and conditioning? You know, have the pro so when you go to college, or you go to these college camps, high school camps, it's easy. That's how you make it easy. You know, um, development, self-development, having somebody evaluate your film, having somebody look at your workouts and say, you know what, you're not going too hard right here, or you're standing up tall when you come out of your start. Having all of that, having mentorship, because since it is a process and it's a daily thing, sometimes you may get a little tired. You be like, you know what, I don't really want to do this. Sometimes you may even get down. I remember when I was training for my senior year in high school, right? I had a terrible junior year. I talk about it all the time. I said, yo, I'm gonna change my life around. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it. All right, okay, cool. Let's do it. And midway through it, I was working, working, working. And sometimes when you're working hard, you may not see the immediate results. It's just like planting a seed. So halfway through, I was like, I had a terrible day. Everybody was roasting me. Now I'm talking about roasting me like in one-on-ones, even like running backs who usually they can't run routes that well. And man, I was down. I was like, man, I was thinking about quitting football. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna quit, man. Maybe I'll try a different lane or something, you know? And then one of my buddies was like, Mark, what are you talking about, man? You love this. Man, go out there. You had a bad day. Okay, cool. You're getting better. Focus on that. And I was like, oh, shoot, you're right. Came back out there, ended up having the best year of my high school career, man. So sometimes you need to pick me up. Sometimes you need a guy who's been there and done that and all that good stuff. And then once you get all the step by step of what you need to be doing every day, then it's about network. We talk about center of influence. So obviously, I know Ohio University coaches, right? Me, I'm just one person, right? I know all the players who went on to be coaches. You understand? And then you got Billy who knows all the guys he knows, and then you got other people who are gonna be like some recruiters, some coaches, some parents. So you become part of a team and network. So if and when you become developed and we believe in you, hey, I may not be able to get you a college scholarship, right? But it helps a lot if I can be like, hey, coach, hey, check out this guy. Check out this guy. Well, tell me what you think. And if you are, if you're valuable enough for him and you fit a slot, look, man, that's opportunity. And at the end of the day, parents and student athletes, that's all you can ask for. Opportunity. It's up to you to do the work, but opportunity and knowing what type of work, that's the key. So I want to talk about that, man. I wanted to talk about that and understand it's not about exposure first. Exposure is afterwards, but the self-development is key, you know? The self-development. You got to know what to do and you got to do it on a daily basis. It's like simple in concept, but very hard in application, right? So I wanted to tell you that. Definitely go to the description box, click the link, um, put in your information. I will contact you. It may take me a day or two because I'm answering all these emails and I got that site and I got this and I got that and I'm teaching guys in person too. So it's a lot. And today's my birthday, May 9th. So we about to go check out Avengers. If you guys like the Avengers, by the way, put in the comments because I'm about to go check it out. But yeah, man, it's a lot going on, but I love it. And every time a kid hits me up and be like, "Hey, coach, your videos saved my life or helped me or inspired me or I bought out at this camp or this season I got this award." Hey, man, that feels good, and that's why I go. So somebody out here that needs help getting recruited, somebody out here that needs help getting recruited. So what can I do to give you value? What can I do to serve you? Well, I know I can give you step-by-step plan, discounts to camps and programs and review academic. We can talk about that. It's a whole bunch of stuff. So it's all in there. Make sure you guys hit me up. Oh, training programs too. Cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Again, this is where I send it. So the one-on-one mastery and all that stuff, mind and body training, I send it through here. So just email me and at cornerbackpro@gmail.com and ask for that. But everybody who wants to get recruited, definitely go to collegefootball.io. That's the website name. That's the domain. And put your info in there, and I'll holler at you. It's more for your parents. If you're not a parent, guys, if you just you're athletes for your parents. But I know like we've helped people get to college, and we've been through it. And then we got other parents that have been through it. And there's certain things and certain things you got to do. But the key is self-development. You got to be good enough, you know, and then you got to know what colleges you should hit up. And then, hey, look, I always say shoot for the stars too. So we talk about that, like shoot for the stars, but then have a little. I don't like to say backups. It's not backup, but have a smaller college that maybe be more fit for you. But look, go to the Alabama camp. Why not? If you in Alabama, that's your team. Go to Ohio State camp. You may hey, after a year of self-development, learning my techniques and learning Billy's and learning other guys and improving your skills in the weight room and all that stuff, shoot, you never know. You may ball out at that camp. You never know. Nike opening, rivals, Under Armour, all of that. All right. So make sure you go to collegefootball.io and stay tuned for the next video, guys. Peace.